Are you cutting carbs and doing endless amount of cardio, but you're still not losing any weight, and you've been told that this is the key to weight loss, but it's actually keeping you stuck? So in this video, I'll explain why this approach is not helping you and why it actually backfires, and what you should do instead to burn the fat and keep it off. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell to get notified whenever I'm making a new video about weight loss advice. And I use these tips to lose 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off for 12 years. And I also have several other men and women lose weight and keep it off as well. And I'm so excited to help you. If you're an ambitious professional working a full-time job and you just really struggle with losing the weight, let me tell you straight, the first thing you're doing wrong is that you are heavily relying on doing too much cardio. And too much cardio is just a really bad idea, because at the end of the day, doing cardio is just a way to help you burn even more fat when you already have your diet in check. But if you have no fucking clue about your diet and how many calories you need to eat to be in a calorie deficit, you have no clue in regards to how your macronutrients actually should be divided. You are just spending time on the treadmill, on the cardio machines, just wasting your time and just doing cardio and just thinking that you lose weight through that. Eventually, if you actually have something in check like your diet first, it will definitely help you even more. But doing the cardio too much is just not only interfering with your recovery, because if you imagine that you're on a treadmill and you're doing HIIT cardio for like 10-30 minutes, you are going to feel very exhausted, because when you're doing HIIT cardio, there's a reason why it's called HIIT. It's very high intensity, where it puts a lot more stress on your nervous system and also on your joints and your muscles, and that is just very taxing for you in the long run. So if you are doing too much cardio too long, like you're doing 5-6 cardio sessions every time you go into the gym, you're just feeling very drained and depleted. So when you're actually going to get into the real workout, which is weightlifting, where you should focusing on hypertrophy with strength training, you just don't have any energy for that. And the reason why you want to focusing on hypertrophy workouts is that if you are focusing on compound movements like squats, and it could be hack squats, two first exercises where you are utilizing a lot more muscle groups, you have to have energy for that. And the reason why you want to focusing on these compound movements is because you're going to activate a lot more muscle fibers and break down these muscle fibers, so you, through rest and dieting, going to rebuild them. And by going to rebuilding and getting stronger muscles, you are going to burn fat even more, so you burn 100 or 200 calories more. So that's just what you want to do. So if you're going into a workout session, you have no fucking energy to do like any strength workout, you're not going to optimize your fat burning and your metabolism. So you're just picking some low weight where you're not stimulating your muscles enough and you're not working out intense enough. So you could just go for a walk instead, because that's just easier for you. So that's definitely what I want to recommend, and like focusing on progressive overload when you are doing workout. So don't do cardio too much. I'll recommend like 2 or 3 cardio sessions a week when you're working out, but you should definitely focusing on your diet first. Like you are using a macro calculator where you figure out your daily maintenance calories, and then you figured out that focusing on a macro calculator that has your gender, your height, your weight, and also activity levels, because just because if you're figuring a macro calculator, it doesn't give you the full picture. You have to take into account the activity levels of you have. So that's giving you a proper picture of like how many calories you need, and then you subtract that with 200 or 500 calories to be in a real calorie deficit that you are sustaining over a prolonged period of time to lose 1 to 2 pounds, and then you lose body fat, like stubborn belly fat, love handles. Yeah, so I would love to know, what is your biggest takeaway so far? Just comment below. And another reason why doing more cardio is not helping you lose weight but actually keeping you fat is you increasing your appetite. So let's imagine that you are trying to set aside 12 months to lose weight, and you are thinking, okay, I've seen all the other people at the gym trying to lose weight. So what they are doing is that the first thing they do is that they go on a treadmill for 30 minutes. And if you keep doing too much cardio, like always doing cardio in the beginning of your workout, but also you go for so many walks. The problem is that you are increasing your appetite in a way that you are often eating back the calories you've been burning through your workout because you have no clue about your diet. You just think that you eat whatever the fuck you want, and then you just doing the cardio where you just burning like 200-300 calories, but those 200-300 calories can easily be replaced with you just eating like 2 cookies. That's done. So the 30 minutes that you've been spending on the cardio machine is just wasted. So in order to lose weight, you have to create a calorie deficit, which is you burning more calories than you are actually eating. Because if you're doing that, your body has no other options than just to burn fat. And if you have a high protein diet, the body has two options. It either burns fat or muscle. So if you have a high protein diet, there's way less option for your body to burn the muscles, so it's actually just burning the fat. So instead of doing so much cardio, I'll just having your diet in check first, where you have like calorie deficit of 200-300 calories, and then you have the protein diet of 40% of protein, because protein diet reduces your cravings, and also having high carb diet as you want to focusing on slow digestible carbs, as it just helps you not feeling so hungry and have 20-30 grams or 40 grams of fibers into your diet, as it also reduces your cravings. So you want to have these things in check firstly before you do any fucking cardio. I always recommend that when you're trying to start losing weight, you're focusing on have your diet and your macros in check, and you figure out types of food that's going to help you reduce the cravings. And also later on, then you introduce a couple of cardio sessions, because you want your diet the first week to function. I always put my clients on like 1 to 2 weeks on their diet, because I want the calorie deficit to work on its own. And when you are not losing 1 to 2 pounds a week through your diet, then we can start introducing cardio, because cardio is mostly just a way to accelerate your fat loss. So if you are just doing cardio at first hand, you are just not understanding how to use cardio. Of course, there are some different kinds of ways that you can use cardio. For example, have higher stamina and also improve your recovery, better sleep, insulin resistance, so you are able to burn fat at a much faster pace. But these are definitely just some of the things that I definitely want you guys to understand. So if you're an ambitious professional and you also feel like you are spending so much time on cardio, I just think that you should just stop that. Because if you really value your time, you should also value that you shouldn't waste your time on something that's not going to help you. First, you should focusing on your diet and workout, like with strength workout first. So working out 4 or 5 times a week with strength training, and then gradually introducing cardio is just going to be more helpful for you. And the third thing I want to tell you guys is, I see so many people that have been focusing on keto diet and low carb diet, where it's just so popular that you're just cutting all your carbs. Because if you're trying to lose weight and you're cutting out all the carbs, of course you're going to lose weight. Well, it's mostly water weight, because for 1 gram of, there's attached 4 grams of water. So if you are not eating any carbs at all from your diet, of course you're going to lose a bunch of weight. But I tell you straight, you're not going to have that sustainable. But because, do you really want to live your life losing weight and not eating any carbs, or would you rather just having some carbs in your system so you can have a more sustainable like life? I know that when I'm used to working out, I lost 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off for 12 years. I ate high protein and also high carb diet, because not only are you going to have a lot more energy when you're working out with having a lot more carbs, but you're also going to feel more recovered after you're working out. Because if you're working out a lot, you also need some recovery. So if you don't recover properly after you're working out, like I recommend at least 40 grams of carbs after you're working out, because you're just depleting your glycogen stores, which basically just is like, imagine a car where you are driving in the car with some gas, and your body is like something that has to proper functioning. So carbs is going to give you the same amount of fuel, just like gas for a car. So if you don't have any carbs in your system, you're just feeling depleted, you're tired, you're moody, so very irritable. So just don't drop the carbs, don't do the keto, don't do that shit. It doesn't help you. And I also think another thing that you should be aware of is when you're trying to lose weight, you shouldn't focusing so much on listening to people who have never lost any weight. If they has a lot of fucking degree, I would never listen to someone like a professor who has a marketing degree, because he's never been out in the field. He's just a person who's just doing a lot of research. But who the fuck cares? You cannot do that. If you are like a personal trainer who has just a lot of degrees but you never actually lost any weight, that's just feeling hypocritical. I would rather just listen to someone who's been through the journey, because he knows all the shit that's been going through your head when you're trying to lose weight. A lot of cravings, a lot of these things. These personal trainers usually just focusing on like diet and nutrition, maybe some mindset, because this is what they're educated who are telling them. But that's basically just it. So if you are a person who've been struggling with losing weight, you're at your heaviest weight, you've been trying to use cardio and also like doing a lot of like cutting out your carbs, and you feel so tired and stuck all the time, not focusing on your work because you feel moody and you feel less confident talking with your clients, and you feel like you're missing out on so many things in your life, you're not able to travel, and you really want to lose the weight for good with a sustainable way and have a lean toned body so you can feel confident and have a lot more energy at work, I would love to invite you to a free strategy call with me, where I can help you create a sustainable weight loss and diet and workout plan so you can get the results that you finally want and break free from this vicious cycle of endless yo-yo dieting. The link is in the description, also in the comment section. I look forward to talk with you. Bye.